Hi sir, it's great to have the opportunity to have a conversation with you today. I am Eric Mohandas from the current batch 22-23. I am curious to know about your journey as a data scientist.
Hey, hi. First of all, thank you for inviting me here and conferring with me this with. So the first important thing which I would say is that this has been an amazing journey for me till date. I am from September 2020 and 2021 batch. I started this journey after working in Accenture for 3 years. But you know, there comes a point in life where you realize that you need to upgrade yourself and build skills which are in line with the future. So at that point in time, Aegis came into my life, and currently after working in Wellness Forever for 1.5 years as an assistant manager, I am currently working as a manager and handling the alternate data space, which may maybe talk later in Axis Bank. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you share your experience of cracking your first interview and how did you prepare for it?
Yes, so while after the huge 1.2 years of rigorous and industry driven course in Aegis, what I really learned for the interview was that you have to keep your calm. You have to really do the best which you have done in 1.2 years. You have to still hold on to your nerves, but the most important thing which you have to do is stick with the basics and fundamentals which we have taught. So the 5 important subjects which we are taught here is something that we are constantly being pushed in the interviews. So the first of all is your profile. How good is your profile on the social medias, because the recruiters come and see what experience you have, how you can really add value to the table. The second important pointer while preparing for the interviews is that how confident you are in terms of yourself in handling the new things which will come, because mostly what we do academically is just a one feedback loop. But once you start start working in industry, there are multiple problems, multiple stakeholders involved, and how do you confer them, how do you answer them? That is something which I was really taught upon and in this interviews scale of grades.
Great advice, sir. I'm interested to know about the project you worked on during your academic years and how they have impacted your career.
So I had somewhere around 5 to 6 academic projects here, and one was a capstone. So one of the basic projects which we did, we started from something kind of a chat GPT kind of thing, which was not of course of that level, but then we shifted to a very doable project which is still implemented in municipal corporations in Udgir. So it was a project of a waste management system which was basically benefiting the environment, and it used to predict how much amount of waste was collected from different dumping yards, and then we had optimized the routes of which the vehicle should go and dump the waste, and predict that how much dump wet or dry waste is going to be collected, so that the authorities could take the next action. So still it is being deployed, and I'm happy that the product which we developed here is still being utilized there as at ease.
Sounds very interesting, sir. I'm interested to know about the project you're currently working on. Could you share some details?
So there are multiple projects in this domain, so this fintech domain is a very vast domain, I would say. So I have experience mostly working with the customer data. So when we say the customer is not just an end customer. So every stakeholder which you interact in the data science team is also your customer, and most of the times you have to interact with these stakeholders to benefit the end customer which we have. So I have an experience of working for the omni-channel hyper-local delivery systems, as well as how well do you do marketing in the social media, etc. That experience, customer acquisitions, customer retention, what products you push to the customers, what should be the discount rates. So all that decisions are now data based. The last thing I would say is about the alternate data space is that the regular transactional data that we have, apart from the regular transactional data, what unstructured data which is being generated on a huge level. So what you do of that unstructured data, how you process that unstructured data, and how do you convert as a feature in your current models, machine learning models. So that is the basic kind of projects which I am currently handling.
That sounds fascinating. Thank you for sharing your details
Thank you.
on your current project. What suggestion and tips would you give to someone who wants to pursue their career as a data scientist?
Correct. So I would just say three things, because I just tell my experience. The first important thing to keep in mind when you will do this is that how good you are at problem solving, because problem solving and complex things, if that comes to your plate, how do you deal with that? Do you become nervous when you see it and feel like writing an article about it? Maybe some different game or different field is waiting for you. But if you really like to get into it, understand it from the root, that is the first thing you need to know about yourself. So if you are really that kind of person to get to know how the things do or how the things work, that is the first thing you should identify. Second thing is that there are 4 to 5 important subjects, including Python, SQL, machine learning, and most importantly the big data which we have. So these 4 subjects which we have, you have to concentrate on these subjects hugely. Apart from that, the next part comes of the data visualization. The last point is, do not consider data visualization as something to be striked off from your balance, because most important thing after you make your models is how you present it to the management, because management is not interested in how great your code is. They are more interested in what problem you are solving and how in a layman's term you can express those feelings. So data visualization tools like Power BI or Tableau for that matter, along with your PowerPoint PPTs, really help you in that way. So presentations, basic foundational skills and problem solving skills is something I would definitely look forward to.
Thank you for sharing your experience and insights with us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. I'm happy. Thank you.